Good morning, friend. This is Vaibhu Dilip Pratimande from MSc first year, and today's our topic
Poles
is
and branch point. In this video, we cover the definition, example, what necessary condition required to find poles and branch point we see. Then, what is meant by poles? A point z is equal to z0 is said to be a pole of order m of function f of z if limit z tends to z0, z minus z0 raised to the power m f of z exists and finite. For pole, there will be a necessary condition. F of z have singular points. What is meant by singular points? The point at which any analytic function ceases to be analytic is called singular point of that function. Or f of z is not analytic at z is equal to 8, but analytic at least one point in neighborhood of z is equal to a, then a is called singular point of f of z and it is known as singularity of f of z. Let us consider the example f of z is equal to 1 divided by z minus a. This function is not analytic at point a because at this value the equation becomes infinite. So a is the singular points. There are four types of singularities. First, isolated singularities. What is meant by isolated singularities? The point z is equal to a is called isolated singularity of the function if the function is not analytic at z is equal to a but analytic everywhere in dilated neighborhood of the point z is isolated singularities. The point z is equal to a is called isolated singularity of the function if the function is not analytic at z is equal to a but analytic everywhere in dilated neighborhood of a. 1 divided by z minus 5 has isolated singularity at z is equal to 5. Let us consider another example. F of z is equal to 1 divided by z minus 2 into z minus 3 has isolated singularity at z is equal to 2 and z is equal to 3. Since if we draw a circle with center 2 and radius half, then the function will not have any other singularity within this circle except z is equal to 2 and sum for the z is equal to 3. Then what is the isolated non-isolated singularities? If the function f of z is equal to 1 divided by z minus a contains infinite number of singularities in neighborhood of a, it is called non-isolated singularities. Let us consider this example. F of z is equal to 1 divided by tan pi divided by z. For singularity we taken tan pi divided by tan pi by z is equal to 0. Tan pi by z is equal to n pi, where n is equal to integers 1 to 3 up to infinity. Z is equal to 1 by n or 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3 up to infinity. These all points come in neighborhood of z is equal to 0. Here z is equal to 0 is non-isolated singularities. Then third one, removable singularities. Then what is meant by removable singularities? A singularity which can be removed by definite the function suitably is called removable singularity. If the function is having infinite or indeterminate value at z is equal to a but limit z tends to a, f of z does exist, then it is called removable singularities. Most popular example, f of z is equal to sin z divided by z has a removable singularity at z is equal to 0. As f of 0 is equal to 0 divided by 0, this gives indeterminate values. But limit z tends to 0, sin z divided by z is equal to 1 exists. So z is equal to 1 exists. F of z is equal to, now let us consider another example. F of z is equal to e raised to the power z minus 1 divided by z does also have removable singularities at z is equal to 0. But limit z tends to 0, e raised to the power z minus 1 divided by z is equal to 1. Fourth one, essential singularities. Function f of z is equal to 1 divided by z minus a will have essential singularity. If limit z tends to a, f of z does not exist. This singularity cannot be removed. In essential singularity, f of z contains infinite number of terms in negative power of z minus a. Let us consider example. F of z is equal to sine 1 by z minus a. Sine 1 by z minus a is equal to 1 by z minus a minus 1 by 3 factorial 1 by z minus a cube, and limit z tends to a, sine 1 by z minus a is equal to infinity. In a Lorentz series, f of z is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 up to infinity an multiply z minus a raised to the power n plus summation n is equal to 1 up to infinity bn z minus a raised to the power n. If bn is equal to 0 for n is greater than m, then f of z has a pole at z is equal to a of order m. Let us consider some examples about poles. F of z is equal to minus 1 divided by z square minus 3z plus 2. Now factorize the z square minus 3z plus 2, then it will give minus 1 divided by z minus 1 and z minus 2. For poles, we put z minus 1 is equal to 0 and z minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, z is equal to 1 and z is equal to 2 are the simple poles for order 1. F of z is equal to sin z divided by z square multiply z square plus 1 divided into z plus 1 square. Since limit z tends to 0, sin z by z is equal to 1. Hence, we write the function as f of z sin z divided by z multiply 1 by z into z square plus 1 multiply z plus 1 whole square. Putting z by factorizing and putting z is equal to 0, z square plus 1 is equal to 0 and z plus 1 whole square is equal to 0. By factorizing, we get the values. The function has a simple pole of order 1 at z is equal to 0 and z is equal to plus minus I. Double pole of order 2 at z is equal to minus 1. Now consider third example. F of z is equal to 3z square plus 2 divided by z minus 1 into z square plus 9. The poles are given by z minus 1 multiplied by z square plus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore, z is equal to 1 and z is equal to plus 3i minus 3i. Therefore, plus 1 plus 3i minus 3i are the simple pole of order 1. Now let us consider fourth example. F of z is equal to z plus 2 divided by z square into z minus 1. The poles are given by z square into z minus 1 is equivalent to 0. Z minus 1 is equal to 0 and z square is equal to 0. Therefore, the values of z 1 and 0. So therefore 0, 0 and positive 1 are the poles, where z is equal to 0 is a double pole while z is equal to 1 is a simple pole. Fifth one example, f of z is equal to z square divided by z minus 1 square into z plus 2. Its poles are given by z minus 1 square into z plus 2 is equivalent to 0. Z plus 2 is equal to 0 and z minus 1 square is equal to 0. So 1, 1 and minus 2 are the poles, where z is equal to 1 is a double pole and z is equal to minus 2 is a simple pole. So what is meant by multivalued function? Multivalued functions are related with the topic of branch point. So we now see what is meant by multivalued function. Multivalued function are those functions which have two or more than two values of w functions for some all values of z in the given domain. Let us consider functions. F of z is equal to z raised to the power 1 by 2. In complex analysis, z is equal to in polar form r into e raised to the power I theta raised to the power 1 by 2, where ei theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. In partition coordinate, In periodic function, cos 2n pi plus theta plus I sin 2n pi plus theta is equal to e raised to the power I 2n pi plus theta. So by solving, we get the values of r raised to the power 1 by 2 ei theta by 2 1 minus 1, where positive value is known as f1z and negative values is known as f2z. So multivalued function is a collection of single valued function. Let us consider what is meant by branch. If f of z is a multivalued function, then branch is a single valued function which is defined in the subdomain of f of z. Z raised to the power 1 by 2. Then there will be two branches, f1z, f2z. If z raised to the power 1 by 3, then three branches. So how can we say three branches? Let us see now. Z r into e raised to the power I theta raised to the power 1 by 3, write it in polar coordinate system. By solving it gives three branches, and in log of z we give infinite branch. Branch point is a point about which branches of multivalued function f of z are interchanged when z describes closed path around that point. Branch point is a type of singularity. Branch point is a point where function is discontinuous. Let f of z is equal to z raised to the power 1 by 2 is equivalent to r into e raised to the power I theta by 2 is equal to r 1 by 2 multiply e raised to the power I theta by 2 is considered to be as f1z. Let z is equal to 0. F of z, z raised to the power 1 by 2, it gives minus r 1 by 2 e raised to the power I theta by 2. Then it means that the value changes from f1z to f2z. Branch point is a point z is equal to 0 about which when we make a rotation, the value of the function changes. F of z is equal to minus r12 e raised to the power I theta plus 2 pi is raised to the power 1 by 2 gives f1z, that means 2 pi. If we rotate 2 pi, point z gives f1z to f2z. If again we rotate and go to that position, then f2z gives the values equivalent to f1z. So now we see example. F of z is equal to z raised to the power 1 by 2. If we do derivative, f dash z is equal to 1 divided by 2 into z raised to the power 1 by 2. Point z is equal to 0 is known as branch point. If we do, let us consider another example. F of z is equal to z square plus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2. If we do derivative, f dash of z is equivalent to 2z divided by 2 into z square plus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2. Z square plus 1 is equivalent to 0. Give rise to the value of z is equal to plus minus I. That means plus I and minus I with टू ब्रांच पॉइंट. अगर आपको इसको प्रूव करना है तो z square plus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2 gives rise to z by factorizing z plus I into z minus I raised to the power 1 by 2. Now consider z plus I is equal to r1 e raised to the power I theta 1 and z minus I is equal to r2 e raised to the power I theta 2. By solving, we get under root of r1 into r2 e raised to the power I theta 1 plus theta 2 divided by 2. अगर आप ब्रांच पॉइंट की बात करें तो हमारे पास एक है पॉजिटिव आई और एक है निगेटिव आई. अगर हम पॉजिटिव आई की अब रोटेशन करें तो मान लीजिए इनिशियल एंगल अल्फा 1 इज इक्वल टू थीटा 1. एक रोटेशन होने के बाद अल्फा 2 थीटा 1 प्लस 2 पाई. तो देखिए एफ ऑफ जेड इज इक्वल टू माइनस अंडर रूट ऑफ r1 r2 e रेज़ टू द पावर I थीटा 1 by 2 इंटू ई रेस टू दी पावर आई थीटा 2/2, यानी कि हमारा मल्टीवैल्यूड फंक्शन है, उसको अगर पॉइंट z इजिकल टू आई के अबोव रोटेट कर रहे तो फंक्शन की वैल्यू चेंज हो रही है। सिमिलरली z इजिकल टू आई के अबोव रोटेट करेंगे तो ऐसी ही वैल्यू होगी, मगर पॉजिटिव आई और माइनस आई दोनों को एक साथ रोटेट करें तो क्या होता है, चलो देखते हैं। When we rotate z around both I and minus I, तो अब θ1 रिप्लेस होगा θ1 प्लस 2π से और θ2 रिप्लेस होगा θ2 प्लस 2π से। When we rotate z around both points, तो देखिए फंक्शन की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं हुई, मगर सिंगल I और माइनस I के अब वो रोटेट कर रहे तो वैल्यू चेंज हो रही। तो इसका मतलब क्या है वो जानते हैं, और एक न्यू कंसेप्ट मिलेगा, उसका नाम है ब्रांच कट। So what is meant by branch cut? Branch cut is a line or curve which reduces the multivalued function into single valued functions.